Salute to everyone out there, man. What is up? I didn't know I was gonna come back tonight. We back in effect with a mask and a tech. You hear me? We are back in effect with a mask and a tech. Yes, we are. What is up? What is up? Oh yeah, I still got the unofficial Arc Nation Discord. What's going on? We are back in effect. What is up? Salute to everybody.
On now to a crime alert out of Panola County in North Mississippi, where sadly 2 people were found shot to death Sunday morning.
The 2 victims, a father and a daughter from Memphis, were found on a gravel road just a few miles outside Sardis. WRG's Mike Sirianni has spent the day in Panola County where the victims were found and is there now with the very latest. Mike, what do you know?
Good afternoon, Greg and Stephanie. Those 2 victims, as you said, father and daughter, have been identified as 39-year-old Victor Gonzalez and 19-year-old Serenity Gonzalez of Memphis, a passerby here on River Road, called 911, Panola County 911, after discovering what appeared to be a one-vehicle accident Sunday morning.
It's still on investigation. There's a lot I can't say right now.
Panola County Sheriff Shane Phelps very guarded on what information he can release after a man and woman from Memphis were found shot on River Road, a mile from Belmont Road on the outskirts of Sardis.
Upon the arrival of our deputies, they made the scene and noticed one victim was deceased, and shortly thereafter, the other victim as well.
According to Sheriff Phelps, a passerby spotted what was believed to be a one-vehicle accident that quickly turned into a double homicide investigation. Sheriff Phelps says this appears to be an isolated incident, but could not say why the father and daughter from Memphis were on this gravel road. The sheriff believes the shootings happened either February 28th or March 1st. A woman who lives on River Road but didn't want her face shown also wonders why here.
It's kind of weird because I live right down there. I don't live far from here. And it just seems odd in this spot. Yeah, it kind of makes you leery.
She says this section of River Road is not heavily traveled.
It's got houses at that end and houses at the other end, but very few in between. It's not a real busy road, but if you live around here, you know about this road. You pretty much have to live around here to really know about this road.
Sheriff Phelps has spoken with family members of the victims looking for answers to this tragedy.
They deserve that. And if anybody has any information on this case, just put yourself in their shoes if it was your family members.
And back out live, if you have information that can help investigators in this, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers of Panola County. The number is 662-209-2011. Reporting live for your news leader in Panola County, Mike Sirianni, WREG News Channel 3.
Well, hopefully the family will get justice soon. Mike, thanks.
Salute.
First at 5 on your news leader, the mother of a 22-year-old killed in a mass shooting at an anti-violence meeting is suing Youth Villages in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hirsch. Youth Villages works with families and troubled teens frequently as they're navigating legal challenges in their lives. And in this particular case, the young man was participating in a violence intervention program when he was...
He was participating in a violence intervention program when he got shot. God damn, boy. Salute to everybody out there, man. These son turds are something else, man. You son turds are something else, man. Let me go ahead and switch this over, man. I'm telling you, man, you son turds are something else, boy. Salute to everybody. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash it, man. We going in tonight, man.
Shot and killed. Tonight, we're seeing surveillance video of the shooting and hearing from attorneys. Here's our Shay Arthur.
We're here because of broken promises.
Wiping tears from her eyes, the mother of Matthew DeMarcus Williams stands alongside her attorneys and family as they announce a lawsuit recently filed against Youth Villages.
It was sweet. Oh. He give you a shirt off his back.
Is there a nigga that gets shot that wouldn't give you the shirt off his back? Like, seriously. Every nigga that gets shot would give you the shirt off his back. And that shit might be true. Maybe niggas just like killing niggas that give you the shirt off their back. Just odd. Everybody support the channel, man. Hit the like button. Smash that like, man. Smash that like for a player. We should have more than 7 likes, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Get them likes up, man.
As mom, Crystal Buck, was too overcome with emotion, attorneys talked about Matthew.
Matthew's only tie to gun violence was he was once struck by a stray bullet unintended to him as a mere bystander. All this begs the question, why was Matthew in this program?
Matthew was killed last April at a Memphis Allies meeting, a community violence intervention program. We've previously been told Matthew attended because he wanted to make a positive change in his life. Today, for the first time, we were shown video of the shooting. To the bottom of your screen, you will see a white car approach the area where the meeting is held. As the car drives further into frame, several people step out of the car. Later, bullets began flying, breaking glass. That's where we've decided to stop the video.
Damn.
But the group inside the building's lobby at the time scattered.
That's fucked up, man. Niggas pulled up to the violence intervention. Well, somebody there was still in the streets. That's why you can't be around niggas, man. Just being around niggas can get you whacked. Salute to everybody out there, man. Hit that like button for me, man. Just being around niggas can get you whacked. Knocked off the map and shit.
Yes. That's where we've decided to stop the video. But the group inside the building's lobby at the time scatters, running for their lives. 5 men were injured that day. 22-year-old Matthew died at the scene. Also on camera not long after the initial shooting, the moments attorneys tell us that white car used in the shooting was burned in broad daylight.
Wow.
Attorneys claim Youth Villages failed to have reasonable security at the time.
These niggas set the car. They drove down the street and set the car on fire in broad daylight. Regular niggas be on some mob shit, yo. Like, yo, regular run-of-the-mill nigga thugs just be on some ridiculous gangster shit. And this shit could have been over some foolishness. They could have shot this shit up over a tweet. But run-of-the-mill nigga thugs pulled up in broad daylight at a fucking like city building and shit. Shot that bitch up, drove down the street, set the car on fire, ran to another car and got away with that shit. That shit is embarrassing, man, for the local police department, man, and the homicide division. I know it's tough to solve these cases. No help. God damn. Unbelievable. These niggas, boy. Woo. Woo. Woo.
Of change in his life. Today, for the first time, we were shown video of the shooting. To the bottom of your screen, you will see a white car approach the area where the meeting is held. As the car drives further into frame, several people step out of the car. Later, bullets began flying, breaking glass. That's where we've decided to stop the video. But the group inside the building's lobby at the time scatters, running for their lives. 5 men were injured that day. 22-year-old Matthew died at the scene. Also on camera not long after the initial shooting, the moments attorneys tell us that white car used in the shooting was burned in broad daylight. Attorneys claim youth villages failed to have reasonable security at the time of the incident or warn people of dangers, while later showing changes they say were made to the site following the shooting.
This is immediately after the accident in April. As you can see, they've immediately installed 2 temporary fences on each side, completely restricting any motor vehicle access. You know what this?
Why do you have to do that at a youth intervention program? Oh yeah, because some niggas will come up and shoot that bitch up and set the car on fire in broad daylight and get the fuck away with it. Damn. Fucking A, man. Shit crazy, man. Sometimes I feel like, yo, you're like, damn, is it me, man? Is this shit normal? And I'm just, is this shit normal? And I'm just straight up, I'm the one, it's me. I'm the strange one. This is normal and I'm strange. Wow.
To the site following the shooting.
This is immediately after the accident in April. As you can see, they've immediately installed 2 temporary fences on each side, completely restricting any motor vehicle access. You know what this is? This is the conscious disregard for the safety of others. This is a how dare you. They will pay.
The lawsuit cites $35 million. For your news leader, Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
$35 million. Fucking A, man. Why not, man? Hey, why not? Everybody hit that like button, man. We bringing you shit that nobody is bringing you, man. Hit the like button, support the channel, sponsor the show. Take the $5 challenge, take the $20 challenge, take the $15 challenge, the $30 challenge, the $40 challenge, $50 challenge, $100 challenge. Oh, Lord.
Shots were fired at a church in Kansas City. 4 people, including a police officer, were hurt, and it all happened during a funeral.
Yeah, that service was for a victim of gun violence. It happened this morning near North Bay.
Yo, this is one of the most common things, yo. A motherfucking nigga gets shot. They have a funeral or vigil, and niggas wasn't satisfied. Like niggas couldn't, like you already killed the nigga. You'd already done killed the nigga. They gotta come back and shoot up the goddamn. They gotta come back and shoot up the motherfucking funeral, the vigil. Niggas are mean, man. Press 1. Niggas are mean. They're just mean people, man. You done already killed this nigga. Y'all are straight up mean. I ain't gonna lie.
Shots were fired at a church in Kansas City. 4 people, including a police officer, were hurt, and it all happened during a funeral.
Yeah, that service was for a victim of gun violence. It happened this morning near North Bales and Windsor Avenue. Police officers were working inside the funeral off duty and say the bullets came inside the church. 2 people were shot. The good news is they are expected to survive. 2 others, including one of the police officers, were also hurt.
KSHB 41's Kansas City reporter Lanita Brooks shares the voices of someone who was there attending the funeral along with the police officer. She joins us live with from Kansas City's historic Northeast.
Yeah, and we're standing outside of that church where what was supposed to be a day of mourning turned into the scene of yet another act of violence. I spoke to the uncle of the man whose funeral it was. He says they were in the middle of prayer when those shots rang out.
The preacher was praying. Everybody had their heads bowed, and shooting broke out. Mysteriously, nobody seen nothing. Police standing right there. Police didn't even see nothing. You know, how that happened, you know, that fast.
It happened just after 11:15.
There was police right there. Niggas just came up. Niggas are bold, man. I'm going to show you some shit, man. Niggas are bold, man. Niggas is bold, Jack. Niggas is so bold, man. You really can't. Yeah, what can you do, man? Salute to Eric S, man. He says, if more people call out IQ like yourself, we will 100% be safer. It's mind-blowing that no one else brings up IQ. Well, listen, man. You see how this channel's doing, right? You see how this channel's doing not so well. It's not very profitable, man. It's not very profitable. I can see. It's not very profitable to bring up IQ, you know? I can understand that now. Not very profitable at all. We're going to get into some more IQ, though, tonight.
Northeast.
Yeah, and we're standing outside of that church where what was supposed to be a day of mourning turned into the scene of yet another act of violence. I spoke to the uncle of the man whose funeral it was. He says they were in the middle of prayer when those shots rang out.
The preacher was praying. Everybody had their heads bowed, and shooting broke out. Mysteriously, nobody seen nothing. Police standing right there. Police didn't even see nothing. You know, how that happened, you know, that fast.
It happened just after 11:15 this morning at a funeral service for 29-year-old Jarrell Westmoreland, who was shot and killed 2 weeks ago inside a car.
Oh, it was just some pow, 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 pows and some Yeah, it was a lot of noise.
Officers were working off duty at the church near Indiana and Bells in northeast Kansas City. Officers were inside the church when shots were fired from the outside. Those shots came inside of the church, causing the congregation and officers to take cover. Officers say the motive is unknown, but retaliation isn't off the table.
That will be something we're going to look into. Is this group-related violence? Is this a one-off? Was there an intended target? Was this just someone shooting to shoot? All of those are on the table.
An officer sustained a non-life-threatening injury. 3 others were hurt. 2 were struck by a bullet. All are expected to survive. Meanwhile, as the family tries to heal from one tragedy, they're grateful they don't have to plan for another funeral.
Oh, real was a good person.
It's unheard of somebody shooting outside of the church. So we're praying and we're trusting God for the communities to be safe.
And the uncle says they are not planning to have another service from here. They just want to bury his nephew in peace. Officers are investigating this as an aggravated assault, and currently no one is in custody. For now, in Kansas City, Lanita Brooks, KSHB 41 News.
Unbelievable, man. Niggas just get away with that shit. That shit is crazy.
Federal authorities say the man accused of stabbing and killing a 41-year-old woman at a bus stop in Alexandria was in the country illegally.
And it comes as we learn about serious...
Why would he do that? Think about this right now. Like, ICE is on the hunt. They're on the prowl. You done made it this far. So far, so good. You done escaped detention. They haven't caught you. They came to D.C., they left. Virginia's new governor says she's not working with ICE. Why would you stab some woman it's at a bus stop? Probably for no fucking reason, too. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Federal authorities say the man accused of stabbing and killing a 41-year-old woman at a bus stop in Alexandria was in the country illegally.
And it comes as we learn about serious charges dropped against the suspect dating back years. Fox 5's chief legal correspondent Katie Barlow has more on this story tonight. Katie?
Well, the folks we've spoken to in Fairfax County are angry about this case. Abdul Jalloh has a lengthy criminal history, including numerous arrests for violent crimes. Back in October of 2018, he was arrested for forcible rape. Now, that charge was dropped by then Commonwealth's attorney Ray Morrow. But earlier that same year, he was charged with maliciously shooting into an occupied building, a felony. That charge was reduced to destruction of property, which is a misdemeanor. He was sentenced to 30 days and...
Oh, my fucking God. And they just elected a woke governor in Virginia. Virginia is about to go down the fucking drain.
That charge was dropped by then Commonwealth's attorney, including numerous arrests for violent crimes. Back in October of 2018, he was arrested for forcible rape. Now, that charge was dropped by then Commonwealth's attorney Ray Morrow. But earlier that same year, he was charged with maliciously shooting into an occupied building, a felony. That charge was reduced to destruction of property, which is a misdemeanor. He was sentenced to 30 days and supervised release. Now, despite this lengthy criminal history, in 2023, 5 years after the dropped rape charge, Jalloh was arrested for malicious wounding in January. Those charges were dropped. A spokesperson for Steve Descano's office says they were unable to move forward with the prosecution in that case because they didn't have the victim's participation. Less than a month later, Jalloh was arrested for aggravated malicious wounding. The charges were reduced and he was given 2 years and served less than 1 year. A spokesperson for Descano's office said, "Our office convicted the defendant of a 2023 malicious wounding charge, and we have since made every effort to hold him accountable each subsequent time that he has come in contact with the criminal justice system, including asking him to be held pre-trial and on a probation violation." Sean Kennedy is president of Virginians for Safe Communities and lives in Fairfax County. He says the Commonwealth's attorney has prosecuted multiple violent criminal cases without victim participation, and this is just the latest excuse, he says.
It was truly something that everyone knew was going to happen eventually, and now it has. So there's no excuse coming from the Fairfax County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office that's good enough. But he's filled with them. Steve Descano, has an excuse for every day that ends in Y, and this is yet another example of where we get nothing but blame shifting when there's finally a time to take responsibility for a failure and learn and do better.
Tonight, Virginia's governor responding in part. Governor Spanberger firmly believes that violent criminals who are in the United States illegally should be deported by immigration enforcement. DHS should request a signed judicial warrant to ensure this violent criminal is deported. Now, when we asked Descano's office about reducing the charges in 2023, they said malicious wounding was the conviction, which reflects the facts of the case.
Holy fucking shit. I want to know what these people think. What do these people think? Never relax. You get what you vote for. Same as usual, lengthy rap sheet, woke judge, etc., etc. Yeah, man. Jeez. Wow. That fucker was a bad dude, though, man. Malicious wounded. All those malicious woundeds, he was fucking people up, man. He was knocking niggas off. He was putting pressure. He was putting pressure. He was putting pressure. Damn. He was putting pressure on niggas out here in these streets, man.
A recent wave of so-called teen takeovers has raised questions about public safety. In December, nearly 400 kids showed up at Atlantic Station after dark. Police say guns were fired. Cell phone video acquired by Atlanta News First showed a teen takeover at the Battery in Cobb County. 17 people were arrested. Cumberland Mall in Cobb County beefed up police and set a curfew after hearing rumors of a teen takeover at the mall. And then more arrests this past weekend on the Atlanta Beltline. Police recovered guns after responding to some shots fired.
Well, now police are pursuing a new way to crack down on those events. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn live along Atlanta's Beltline tonight. Patrick?
Hey, Tracy, y'all just broke it down very well. Expect even more arrests if we see more of these teen takeover events in very public split spaces across the metro. Of course, there was a teen takeover event on Saturday. 13 people were arrested. Gunshots were fired at one point. Some of those arrested, they were parents of these teens. Chief Shearbaum of Atlanta Police said expect more of that. And also now they're pursuing potential charges for the organizers of these events. New video into our newsroom. Atlanta police officers wearing body cameras arresting teens, a part of a so-called takeover event on Atlanta's Beltline. In all, Atlanta police made 13 arrests and seized 11 guns. Chief Darren Shearbaum said they're now looking into charging not just those attending these takeovers, but those organizing them as well.
Asking people just to show up to take it over, that's where we believe there may be a violation of the law. And if that is in fact the case, we're going to charge you. Be responsible.
Chief Shearbaum said they're looking into charges similar to those charged for organizing street racing events. I spoke with one of the takeover hosts who asked to stay anonymous for fear of retaliation and went by the name Throde. He said these takeovers are not planned to be violent.
We don't tell them to come out here and do this. We come out here and tell everybody pop out, have fun. They want to do the crazy stuff, that's them.
He said he invites police and, in fact, parents to be present.
Be there with their kids. like the parents could be part of the takeover too, but I want them to be like with their kids. So if anything escalate, the parents can like move their kids away from the situation.
This past weekend, a takeover event at Cumberland Mall was seemingly thwarted after the mall announced a youth curfew and Cobb police added more patrols around the perimeter. There are 2 more takeovers planned this weekend in Kennesaw and McDonough, and 1 more on March 14th at Six Flags. Chief Shearbaum stressed it takes more than police to keep these events and Atlanta's youth safe.
For this to be successful, we need everyone to do their part. Monitoring their children, having wholesome events and that are well organized for individuals, not just calling for mayhem.
And Chief Shearbaum, he said that he spoke with Fulton County's Solicitor General over the weekend, Keith Gamage, about this new potential of charging organizers of these team takeovers. They believe that they have a strong case to do so. I mentioned those 2 takeovers planned for this weekend, Saturday, March 7th. They are at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park in McDonough. This is according to social media posts, and at Urban Air in Kennesaw. From Atlanta's Beltline, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News.
America got too many rights, man. Niggas don't need this many rights. Shout out to Bad Dude Corn Pop, man. Salute to you, Bad Dude Corn Pop. Niggas got too many rights. Press 1, man. Niggas don't need this many rights. And white people got too much red tape, man. They got to actually find out if there's a law to stop these niggas from destroying the fucking city. Listen to what this motherfucking white man said, man. Shit is insane.
But those organizing them as well.
Asking people just to show up to take it over, that's where we believe there may be a violation of the law. And if that is in fact the case, we're going to charge you. Be responsible.
Man, fuck that. This how I should have went. Man, look, man. We see you little niggas out there tearing up shit. We rounding you niggas up and we throwing y'all in a dungeon. It's shipping you off to El Salvador. There may be a law that we could use, probably. Like, what the fuck? White people got too much red tape, man. Shout out to my man, Boy Kachina, man. What does that mean, man? What do those emojis mean? I ain't hip to the emoji language like that, man. Bargaining with these niggas, man. Bargaining with these niggas, man. They bargaining with these niggas. These are fucking kids, man. Are you serious? You bargaining with these little kids?
Do their part. Monitoring their children, having wholesome events and that are well organized for individuals, not just calling for
You know niggas ain't gonna do that. Asking niggas to do this is like asking niggas to be fluent in Chinese by fucking tomorrow and shit.
And Atlanta's youth safe.
For this to be successful, we need everyone to do their part. Monitoring their children, having wholesome events and that are well organized for individuals, not just calling for mayhem.
And Chief Shearbaum, he said that he spoke with Fulton County's Solicitor General over the weekend, Keith Gamage, about this new potential of charging organizers of these team takeovers. They believe that they have a strong case to do so. I mentioned those 2 takeovers planned for this weekend, Saturday, March 7th. They are at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park in McDonough. This is according to social media posts, and at Urban Air in Kennesaw. From Atlanta's Beltline, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
Man. So they got more details of this shooter in Austin.
Police in Austin say a 3rd victim has died after a mass shooting at a 6th Street bar over the weekend. Hello, I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Authorities say the 3rd victim was taken off life support tonight. We'll have more on the victims in a moment, but first, Fox 4's Amelia Jones is in Austin with the very latest on the police investigation. Amelia.
Yo, usually that's rare that we hear that. Usually we hear when we see these big mass shootings and they see like 12 people wounded. Usually everybody survives, man. We got great hospitals and great surgeons. Got a lot of experience. Rarely do you hear, oh, someone else died once they're in U.S. hospital care for a gunshot wound. It's very rare. At least I think it is.
Police in Austin say a third victim has died after a mass shooting at a 6th Street bar over the weekend. Hello, I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Authorities say the third victim was taken off life support tonight. We'll have more on the victims in a moment, but first, Fox 4's Amelia Jones is in Austin with the very latest on the police investigation. Amelia.
All day, we've seen people come to stop by, pay their respects, and add to this memorial outside Buford's on West 6th Street here in downtown Austin. During a press conference Monday afternoon, we learned more about the victims. We also learned that the shooter was not on the FBI's radar. West 6th Street in downtown Austin is back open, but hearts remain heavy after this weekend's tragedy.
As we know, numerous people have been affected by this, and we're daily, hourly, getting calls of people that have been victimized by this.
Monday afternoon, Austin city officials gave another update on the investigation. The police chief identified the two victims who died at the scene as 21-year-old Savitha Shawn and 19-year-old Ryder Harrington.
Wow. So these wasn't even niggas he shot. He shot a goddamn JB Vashon. I thought he was representing Allah, but anyway, they kill each other all the time. This white kid, man, can his parents get the N-word pass? Can they get a Tourette's N-word pass? You can't even say N-word if you got Tourette's now, man. Ain't that a bitch? Niggas is mad if you say the N-word and you got Tourette's. So sorry, man. I'm sorry, parents of this guy. I don't know if I can give you the N-word pass, man. These niggas out here wilding, man. These niggas don't even want to let you get the N-word pass if you're fucking Tourette's.
19-year-old Ryder Harrington.
I cannot imagine the grief, pain, and loss these families are feeling today, and my heart is with them. Savitha Shawn and Ryder Harrington. To the impacted families that are still waiting for answers, we are here for you.
The president of UT Austin shared that a number of students were hurt in the shooting. Some of them sustained serious injuries.
I think there's just a shared sense of sadness today on campus.
UT senior Nathan Como was on West 6th Street when the shooting happened. The Dallas native shot this video and captured the moment Austin police shot and killed the gunman.
It's just so terrible that anyone could make the choice to inflict such terror on young people. I just can't imagine what was going through the shooter's head. That's just an awful thing to do.
The FBI is considering this shooting as a possible act of terrorism. Investigators are still looking into the suspect, 53-year-old Niaga Jean. Police confirmed that Jean legally bought the pistol and rifle that were used in the shooting. He was also wearing a shirt with a picture of an Iranian leader on it, but the exact motive behind the shooting is still unclear.
It's always very difficult to determine what's in an individual's mind that leads them to commit this type of violence. And so we will continue to, like I said, pour through the evidence, talk to witnesses, talk to friends, talk to associates that knew this person, obviously tracking movement leading up to and on the night of the event, and also going back as far back as we can trace him.
At Monday's press conference, Austin city officials again emphasized that the quick response from first responders that night saved many lives. The mayor of Austin commended the city for coming together.
While this is a dark moment, our people are creating a lot of light in Austin, Texas, and what we do for each other matters.
Since this is an officer-involved shooting, Austin police plan to release the body camera footage as they typically would in any OIS investigation. At that time, they also plan to share more about the suspect and his background. This is tentatively planned for Thursday. Reporting in Austin, Amelia Jones, Fox 4 News.
That's fucked up, man.
Austin police have identified 21-year-olds.
Damn, that's fucked up, man. He killed these kids, man. These kids didn't even young people, man. Salute the boy Kachin. He says you are number one, man. You're number one too, man. You're number one, man. I'm number one, man. You're number one, goddamn it. Eric S. says, so now I see what the movie director of Colors was doing when he had a funeral drive-by scene. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And motherfuckers, you know, that's how niggas roll, man. That's how niggas roll, man. Everybody know that, man. Niggas are mean, man.
Savitha Sean and 19-year-old Ryder Harrington as the two initially killed in the shooting. The third victim just taken off of life support. And many more are still recovering from their injuries. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager learning more tonight and sharing that about the victims. Peyton?
Stephen, tonight we know a few still remain in critical condition. UT Austin's president confirms a number of UT students are still in very serious condition tonight. One student at UT, a senior, was killed just months away from graduating, known as a light in the classroom. Another victim, a 19-year-old with ties to another university, Texas Tech, where we know tonight a vigil is taking place in Lubbock. Flowers were placed at the front of Buford's Bar on 6th Street Monday following this weekend's mass shooting in Austin that killed 4, including the gunman, and injured more than a dozen. 19-year-old Ryder Harrington being remembered as someone who embodied what it meant to live fully and love deeply. His family saying on social media, this world was robbed of a great future. Harrington most recently enrolled at Texas Tech University in fall 2025 and previously pledged Beta Theta Pi fraternity. Austin police said Monday University of Texas at Austin senior Savitha Sean was also killed. The 21-year-old, a dual degree honor student and heavily involved in university organizations, including serving on the executive board of the Indian Students Association. UT Austin's president Jim Davis released a statement describing Sean as a child of loving parents, a loyal friend to many, and a Longhorn preparing to change the world. Monday evening, Longhorn assistant professor Russ Finney posted on X, Savitha was one of our superstar students at UT Austin McCombs School of Business, and she was gearing up to start her career at a big professional services firm. 2 young adults out enjoying Austin's nightlife when a gunman opened fire, now being investigated as a possible act of terrorism. UT's president also confirmed a number of UT students were injured in the attack, saying some are very serious and they're hoping for the best outcomes, while others are on the path to recovery. The university president says he's met with all of the families affected. The FBI special agent in charge had this message Monday as well.
I just want to also express our regards for the victims' families, those impacted by this tragic event. It's not just those that were injured or killed, but obviously those that witnessed it are going to be forever impacted.
And just within the last 30 minutes, Austin police announced a third victim has passed away, identified as 30-year-old Jorge Peterson, who was taken off life support today. Our Fox station down in Austin confirmed Peterson just moved to Austin a few weeks ago from Minnesota. He was out with some new friends at Buford's Bar over the weekend.
He moved from Minnesota. He was probably out there protesting ICE. He's probably blowing whistles and shit back when he was in Minnesota, man. Oh man, that's sad, man. So sad, man. Nigga just his goddamn son turned. That story died quick as hell. We ain't hear nothing about that story, man. On mainstream news. I get we got a war going on. That's the only excuse they got. We in the middle of a war, man. Oh yeah, let me. Oh, okay.
Police are searching for a man they say assaulted a group of young people in Glen Burnie. Fox 45's Vincent Hill joins us live now with the latest in this search. Vincent.
Well, Maxine, Anne Arundel County Police taking this very serious, calling what happened dangerous, and they're looking to take this man off the streets. At Capri Pizza in Glen Burnie.
Capri Pizza, this is Karen.
As the orders are coming in.
2 chicken Caesars, I see them in here.
So it's the concern after a weekend crime at the soda pop shop next door.
I did. I just found out about it this morning. My children were talking about it in a family text, and they showed a picture of the assailant and said a little bit about what had happened.
Anne Arundel County Police say this man got into a verbal dispute with a group of juveniles inside the store.
I didn't really get the whole story. I was off for
It don't matter. The juveniles was wrong. That old man, for him to pull a gun on some young people, they did something, man. I don't give a fuck what you say, bitch.
And they showed a picture of the assailant and said a little bit about what had happened.
Anne Arundel County Police say this man got into a verbal dispute with a group of juveniles inside the store.
I didn't really get the whole story. I was off for the weekend, so I really don't know what happened.
Police say the man then pulled out what's believed to be a gun and pointed it at the group, then assaulted one of the juveniles.
I hope whoever...
Good. I'm happy he did that. Good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance. Good riddance.
Committed the crime is caught and doesn't hurt anyone else.
It doesn't appear that the juveniles were initiating this dialogue. It appears that he initiated the verbal dialogue.
Justin Mulcahy with Anne Arundel County Police on more of what happened.
My understanding is he pointed the gun at the victims and at one point sort of took the gun and pressed it up against the face of one of the victims, causing an injury. Obviously, you can understand that could be startling for anybody.
Take a look again. He was last seen walking in the area of Crane Highway Saturday evening after police say he assaulted the juvenile.
First off, we want to get him off the street, and this is obviously a dangerous encounter, certainly very concerning to us.
Back at Capri Pizza.
I understand the children were probably frightened, and that makes me angry.
As the search continues.
We're all being vigilant. We have security, and we all know what to look for.
Karen is hoping the soda pop shop bandit is caught sooner rather than later.
We have the finest Anne Arundel County Police Department, and they will get the suspect soon.
Meanwhile, Anne Arundel County Police are asking anyone with information about who this man is to contact them at 410-222-4700. In Baltimore, Vincent Hill, Fox 45 News.
Hi,
I'm riding with the old man.
Also pushing for
I stand with the old man. I stand with the old man 10 toes down, man. Fuck them kids, man. It's fuck them kids the long way, man. Fuck them kids. Let me show you something, man. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show you something, man. Where we at? Yeah, here we go. Jail, man. Jail, man. Jail wouldn't even be that bad if it wasn't for niggas. I'm not saying jail would be great, but niggas make jail worse, man. Niggas make jail worse than it have to be. It's bad. And I mean, jail is bad. Prison is bad. Jail is bad, but niggas.
Throw that 4L shit now. Throw it up. The big weight. Look at the camera and say 4L. What that is? It's 4. The big weight. Nigga say big 4L. Say big 4L. Big 4L.
Big 4L, bro.
Say big 4L.
Big 4L, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. Come on, bro. Big 4L, bro. Come on, bro. Big 4L, bro. You see me throwing it, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
Throw it up.
Big 4L.
Throw it up.
Big 4L, bro. I'm throwing it up, bro. Big 4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. 4L, bro. 4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. Come on, bro.
Throw it up.
4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
Man,
come on, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
It's a one-man army, nigga. Review the shit, nigga.
Come on, bro. You gotta
This
bless
ain't
me.
no game. That's a bitch. I'm a one-man army. This nigga got the bitch.
I do, bro.
Hey, throw it 4L. Throw it 4L shit. Throw that 4L shit now. Throw it up. The big weight. Look at the camera and say 4L. What that is?
It's 4.
The big weight. Nigga say big 4L. Say big 4L.
Big 4L. Big 4L, bro.
Say big 4L.
Big 4L, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. Come on, bro. Big 4L, bro. Come on, bro. Big 4L, bro. You see me throwing it, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
Throw it up.
Big 4L.
Throw it up.
Big 4L, bro. I'm throwing it up, bro. Big 4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. 4L, bro. 4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro. Come on, bro.
Throw it up.
4L, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
Man,
Come on, bro. You gotta bless me, bro.
it's a one-man army, nigga. Review the shit, nigga.
Come on, bro. You gotta
This
bless
ain't
me.
no game. That's a bitch. I'm a one-man army. This nigga got the bitch.
Niggas are terrible when it comes to prison. When it comes to jail, niggas awful, man.
He's not gonna kill him, man. I ain't daddy. Stop, bro. He ain't gonna kill him, man. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. To my shit. You gonna big 4L, nigga.
Pass around.
He's not gonna kill him, man. I ain't daddy. Stop, bro. He ain't gonna kill him, man. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. To my shit. You gonna big 4L, nigga.
Damn.
What the nigga did, bro? Did the nigga steal from you? Bro, what you stole some shit, man? What you stole from nigga? Nigga. Pack the shit, nigga. Pack the shit for I kill you. Pack the shit, nigga. Pack the shit, bitch ass nigga. Pack the shit, nigga. Pack the nigga for I kill you, bitch. Bitch ass nigga.
Don't rap that G shit no more.
Pack up, nigga. Fuck, nigga. You ain't no gangster, nigga. Pack up, fuck, nigga. Nigga, pack, nigga. Pack the shit, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
And just like that, it's gonna happen to you. You see a trend in these videos, right? Don't steal in prison. You see that big ass foot right there? That foot is crashing on him. You don't want to steal, brother. Get it. You know, fucked up situation. You know, you might be fucking, you know, people ain't fucking with you. Heartache. Depression, you ain't, and on top of that, you hungry, you ain't got no food, you ain't got no drugs, you seeing niggas walking around. I remember like at the beginning, it was a couple times where before I really locked all the way in and knew what was going on, you know, on my 4-year bid, my 3 to 5. I remember those times where like I'm sober, I'm telling myself like, I'm leaving the streets alone. I don't want to be in this predicament again. I'm done. I done fully sobered up. All the drugs was out my system. And then you just in that bitch sucking. Like, grandma to mom, like how we thought. Nigga, it lasts.
What'd he say? What'd he just say?
Decades. It lasts generations. Hundreds of years, bro. you don't even know, like, you know, you have triggers of certain shit and you don't even fucking know why that trigger is there, nigga. It's been passed down. You hear a siren or you fucking police or you goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit like when you look at a snake and you get a feeling of danger. Same thing when you walk and look over a high-ass cliff and it's something instinctively like, whoa, get the fuck. It's like that's embedded in our DNA through hundreds and thousands of years of trauma, nigga. Motherfuckers dying, motherfuckers falling and damn near dying, somehow surviving and somehow barely being able to make it and having kids, and that gets passed down, and then something like that happens to their kids and they get passed down, and by the next time you look up 100,000 years later, you similar, but you much different than what y'all was, the type of, you know, animal, the type of primate you was. But guess what?
Hold on, man. Yo, the fuck is he talking about?
Stop doing that. Come here. Come here. Why you doing that? Stop doing that, bro. Don't.
Damn, he just be slapping niggas in that church, man. Yo, they just be slapping the shit out of niggas in jail, man. What the fuck? Just slapping like pow. That shit terrible, man. Whew. That shit is awful, man. Dudes went in there thinking, and the dudes who getting slapped are probably people that, you know, did heinous crimes on the street. You know, they bad guys too. The dudes getting slapped are bad guys too. They not no fucking angels and shit. That's crazy. He slapping. They just be slapping niggas, man, and putting it on the internet because, you know, show how tough they are, how predatory they are in jail. That shit is crazy, Jack. And they slap the instinct out of you, because if you get slapped, your instinct is to swing. You could tell these dudes and these dudes have been buck broken. The dudes in the videos that we watching have been buck broken because all fight is out of them. And the nigga just slap the shit out of you like pow and tell you don't raise your hand.
Don't play with me like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them, bro. Straight up. Stay out my business.
Hold up now. Hell no. That couldn't have been real. That had to have been a skit or something to get hella views. You mean you just gonna stand there and let that man repeatedly slap the shit out of you? Come on, man. Let's go down swinging. Lumps and bruises heal up. You gonna be all right. How can you ever look yourself in the mirror again and call yourself a man and somebody just belittled you? I wish somebody would put their hands on me like that. They must be tired of living. And this is what prison does, y'all. It exposes people for the cowards they actually are. These be the men out here that be putting their hands on their baby mamas or abusing their girlfriend. Stay free.
Stop doing that. Come here. Come here. Why you doing that? Stop doing that, bro. Don't play with me like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them, bro. Straight up. Stay out my business.
Hold up now.
Jesus Christ. Camera always be right there too. Fuck it, hey, man. Camera be right there.
Watch out. Watch out. Don't steal for no blades, you tripping. Don't steal for no blades, you tripping. You don't steal for no blades, you tripping, son.
Man, I ain't gotta do nothing happy, man. Oh, what the hell?
So I ain't gonna lie, you say shit, nigga, son. You ain't let him lie on no nigga anything. You're not doing it. Come on, son. Never shit on my blade, man. I was going to do it to you yesterday, but I was on some chill shit on blood, man. Come on, trying to do that to my brother.
I'm holla at you. I'm holla at you.
Watch out. Don't shit for no blades, you tripping, man. Don't shit for no blades, you tripping, so you roll that, man. Don't shit for no blades, you tripping, man.
It says Little Meat from Four Seasons, Crips, gets his head dunked in piss by Blazers after stealing strips K2 from them. Is he going to get back at them Pete boys? Steal from Pete, god damn, bro. The niggas made that nigga dunk his head in some piss and put it on the internet. Shit.
I need that by 12. I need that by 12.
You gotta call my people.
All right.
And my people go to sleep. Then he old.
You better hope his old ass up.
Call him right now.
Tell me sorry.
Right
I'm
now.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For being a rat.
For what?
You, bro.
For what?
For being a rat and doing that shit, bro.
What you did?
I was a rat. I ran my mouth about. I said some extra shit when the police were talking.
No extra. You know what the fuck you said?
What'd you say?
Tell him what you said.
Tell him who you.
At this point, you might as well tell him what you said, nigga. You got, he's still, that's how powerful being a rat is. He's still trying to hold on to a little bit of not ratness. He's still trying to hold on to a little teensy-weensy bit of not ratness. Like, they like my nigga, like just go ahead and tell that you ratted, man. I gave a statement. I told him about everything I ever knew. He tried to still hold back. He tried to like, I mean, like, nigga, this ain't never gonna be right. This right here, the way you look right here, it's never gonna be right. That nigga got knots on his head. That nigga got the Andes Mountains on his head. This shit is crazy. I don't laugh at this shit. You know what I mean? Because the dudes doing it, they got trauma too. You know what I mean? The dudes doing it got trauma too. Streets is a motherfucker. Prison is a motherfucker. Fleece spent the first 12 years in the joint as a bitch, wearing a dress and shit, having a husband before he turned into a predator. So it's like you never know what's going on, man. The roles can turn, man. You could be a baddest motherfucker today, and tomorrow God will humble you, man. And not God, but the earth, the universe. All these dudes doing all this shit can be humbled, man. Shout out to Savrix, man. He says, let me see, read that. He says, I have 834 videos with behavior you find anywhere. Send them to me, akintunde2@gmail.com. Send them to me, akintunde2@gmail.com. Shout out to everybody out there, man, in the building, man. Yes, I'm in love to you.
Who'd you point out?
I said I ain't did shit. I was a witness there. I seen everything, and I just explained everything that happened. And I explained everything that happened, and I said you was in it, and I was fucked up.
Who your motherfucker? Put your
I was fucked up. I was fucked up.
Don't beat him no more.
I was fucked up for that, my nigga.
Don't beat him no more.
I
need that by 12.
I need that by 12. You gotta call my people.
All right.
And my people go to sleep. Then he old.
Dang.
11 02
Man, you know what the fuck that passport is, man.
1102. Right, bro. I'm not smacking.
So he says they beating this dude because it was time for war and he didn't step up. He didn't roll. I guess there was a big gang fight or something, a big fight in prison, and he didn't fight. He just he didn't roll when it was time to roll. The Romans was crazy about that too. The Romans, the Romans had some shit where after they had battalions, right? And they broke the battalions up into smaller groups, right? And each one had a leader, right? So they was all broken up into 10, right? And after the battle, one person out of each battalion had to be killed. So it was the person that they decided was the person who fought the least valiantly. And then they killed that person, that soldier. Romans was wicked with that, man. They didn't take no cowardice on the battlefield, man.
Code 214. Yeah, they went in. Where's the Gmail? What's your fucking Gmail? So I unlocked the Gmail out. This money go to your big homie, nigga. You made this shit look crazy. You had a pistol on you, had a fire on you. You didn't bust your... Turn the fuck up, cuz. I ain't have no fire, cuz. You didn't bust your gun, nigga. I was down, hey, what's the Gmail, crook? I mean, can't walk me out, crook. You ain't need crook. What's the Gmail? What's the Gmail? I'm logging you out this thing. I'm bruh. You about to piss? Man, crook, you about to piss me the fuck off. Matter of fact, where's the Gmail? See, call, random. Come on, email, man. What the fuck, man? Call random, man. Where it? Call random, man. Log me out.
Well, that's enough for the day, man. That's enough of that for the day, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Talk about scared straight. That's enough to keep you out of prison, man. Niggas are predators, though. Niggas become predatory. That environment brings out the predator in niggas, man. That environment is no joke, man. That environment brings out the predator of niggas, man. Predation, man. Predation.
Police in Brooklyn are looking for the man they call the Spider-Man rapist. He struck again today, the fourth time he has attacked a woman in her apartment while other family members were there. His latest...
Hold on, what? The fourth time he attacked a woman in her apartment while other family members was there. The fuck? Salute to everybody, man. Hit the like button. Support the channel, man. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor the show. We are in the building, man. We are live and directly in the building. Live and directly in the building, man.
Victim was sexually abused but not raped in her home near Sterling Place and Vanderbilt Avenue in the Crown Heights section of the borough. Police say that he came in through a fourth-floor window near a fire escape. All his attacks have taken place within a 20-block area, and he uses the same methods.
In the early morning hours, from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the morning, he enters through a window. He's armed with a knife. He wears dark clothing and a ski mask.
He is called Spider-Man because he takes leaps or walks through narrow ledges to get to the upper floor windows, and he robs his victims too. Now, in today's incident, he tied up the victim's husband before taking her stereo and other property. Police describe him as black. He is 5'8" to 5'10", weighing about 150 to 160 pounds, with a scant goatee. Now, if you have any information, you're asked to call this number, 718-287-0311. Police in Brooklyn are looking for the man they call the Spider-Man rapist. He struck again today, the fourth time.
Unbelievable, man.
So my personal experience working with niggas and working with Mexicans. Mexicans show up early, work late. They don't do a bunch of talking on the fucking job. It's like they get busy. They say they're gonna be done, they be done. Niggas, they show up to the job late. They always got a fucking emergency. They want to get paid before they done. If they supposed to be done in a week, it take them 3 fucking weeks. That's my personal experience. What's your personal experience working with niggas and working with Mexicans? So my personal experience working with niggas and working with Mexicans. Mexicans show up early, work late. They don't do a bunch of talking on the fucking job. It's like they get busy. They say they're gonna be done, they be done. Niggas, they show up to the job late. They always got a fucking emergency. They want to get paid before they done. If they supposed to be done in a week, it take them 3 fucking weeks. That's my personal experience. What's your personal experience working with niggas and working with Mexicans?
I think everybody agrees with you, bro. If they being honest, man. If they being honest, everybody agrees with you, brother. If they being honest, I think everybody agrees with you, brother. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that nigga, man. He can't argue with that, man. Savrix, man. Salute to Savrix, man. Give them Dog Nation membership, man. This nigga right here, man. This ape. Let's see what this ape did, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Coming through once again.
Police say a man asked a church for help. Days later, he came back and tried to steal from that church. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta tonight. And Denise, that man is now in jail.
Yeah, police say they caught him 2 days later when the man came back to the church again to once again ask for money.
That is very ungodly of that person.
Tan Nguyen is shocked that anyone would try to burglarize a church, especially after police say the church helped the man who did it just days earlier.
That is very uncalled for, especially we paying a kindness for, such wickedness.
The fact that this person goes to the church for help and then burglarizes it after, it's pretty concerning.
Marietta police say in mid-February, 25-year-old Quintavious Jones went to St. Joseph Catholic Church for assistance.
Quintavious, man. God damn it, man. Stereotypes, man. They're not stereotypes. They're not stereotypes, man. These are not stereotypes. It just is what it is, man. Ain't no fucking stereotype. This is what it is.
It's pretty concerning.
Marietta police say in mid-February, 25-year-old Quintavious Jones went to St. Joseph Catholic Church for assistance paying his hotel room. A week later, investigators say Jones came back and was seen on surveillance video walking around the inside of the church and trying to pry open an offering box with scissors.
The suspect wasn't really able to get inside the box. However, it was very damaged, and you can definitely see that he was trying to probably take some money, which people put into the offering box.
Police say 2 days later, Jones showed up at the church a third time. And again, he asked for money to pay for his hotel room. This time, church officials called police.
The church did want to press charges. He damaged the offering box, and it's something very important to the church and as well as for many people who attend the church.
That's sad. I mean, he was getting help and burglarized them. That is, just pray for him.
Jones is charged with burglary and criminal damage to property, and police say this just shows how important it is for churches, businesses, as well as residents to report crimes as soon as possible, just like the church did. Reporting live in Marietta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, it's not only illegal, it's pretty bold to try to do that to a church. Denise, thanks.
The man accused of shooting a high school student in a library parking lot near East High School faced a Franklin County judge this morning. NBC4's Brett Mills was in the courtroom and joins us with the latest information. Brett.
Yeah, that's right, Andrea. A $2 million bond was set for Marshawn Bowles. He is charged with felonious assault, and Bowles is a suspect in that shooting outside of the Martin Luther King branch of the Columbus Library that happened yesterday. Now, the judge also ordered Bowles to stay away from the victim and stay away from the high school. He can have no drugs or alcohol. And this stems from the incident on Thursday. According to Columbus police, officers were called just after 5 p.m. and found one person suffering from at least one gunshot wound. The library spokesperson stated that this started with a confrontation. They say that someone pulled into the parking lot, got out of the car, and spoke to another person. Then a gun was pulled and shots were fired. The victim was later identified as
the little young motherfucker was bad. The little young motherfucker wasn't no victim. The little young motherfucker was a fucking piece of shit, probably. The little young motherfucker was probably a piece of shit.
the incident on Thursday. According to Columbus police, officers were called just after 5 p.m. and found one person suffering from at least one gunshot wound. The library spokesperson stated that this started with a confrontation. They say that someone pulled into the parking lot, got out of the car, and spoke to another person. Then a gun was pulled and shots were fired. The victim was later identified as a Columbus City School District student, and a statement from that victim's mother was read in court today.
I'm so hurt that this grown man would really take time out of his day to hunt down a child that is still in high school. My son is very loved from all. He can literally walk.
Depending on what your son did, man, these little motherfuckers be doing some. These little motherfuckers be doing some shit, man. Listen. I must be traumatized, man. I have none whatsoever sympathy for these little motherfuckers, man. These little pieces of shit.
In a room and turn someone's bad day into a good day just off his smile and laugh.
Yeah, right. Whatever, bitch.
And a preliminary hearing is scheduled for Marshawn Bowles on March 6th. Local for you, I'm Brett Mills, NBC4.
Thanks for watching. For more NBC4, download the NBC4 streaming app. You'll get free 24/7 local programming streamed straight to your living room. Just search NBC4 Columbus on your Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, or Samsung device.
I don't understand how y'all let this murderer who killed my only son, 15 years old, he only gonna do 28 years.
Very tense moments in the courtroom today as four-year legal case in the killing of Minneapolis student athlete Deshaun Hill came to a close. Thanks for joining us on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Julie Nelson. In the last few hours, a judge sentenced Cody Forencam to just over 28 years after a lengthy legal battle that finally ended.
28 years in there with those fucking savages I just showed you. 28 years with those fucking savages.
In a plea deal after his first conviction was overturned. It is not the sentence Hill's family wanted. Raya Katene heard from them and has the latest from court. Raya?
Yeah, it was emotional, and there were some heated moments in that courtroom. Some of Hill's loved ones were visibly upset because Forencam will be spending less time behind bars than what his original sentence called for. 4 years ago, Hill was just walking home from school when Forencam shot and killed him. Hill's family says the North High School student athlete was a rising star who was being scouted by professional football teams and had a huge impact on everyone he knew. 4 years after Deshaun Hill Jr. was murdered, his family and friends find themselves once again inside the Hennepin County Courthouse.
For strength, God, patience, God.
And once again, they're searching for strength as they face the man who took the life of their beloved D. Hill.
I just don't understand how y'all let this murderer who killed my only son, 15 years old, he only gonna do 28 years.
On Monday, Cody Forencam was sentenced to roughly 28 years behind bars with credit for time already served.
Mr. Forencam, you did not just end Deshaun's life, you did shatter an entire family and community.
The 33-year-old previously went to trial and was convicted of murdering Hill, but that conviction was...
Don't he look like the white boy that got slapped? That's... Jesus Christ. Don't he look like this guy? Holy shit.
Why you doing that? Stop doing that, bro. Don't play with me like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them, bro. Straight up. Stay out my business.
Hold up now.
He look like him, man. 28 years, man. 28 smackaroos, man. "28 years.
was thrown out after an appeals court said videotaped statements made by Forencam were illegally collected. And just as a second trial was getting underway last month, Forencam pleaded guilty.
Okay, get your...
Intense moments unfolded during the sentencing, with some family members getting escorted out of the courtroom.
No.
But Hill's aunt, who did not want to be on camera, expressed her pain through an impact statement, at times speaking directly to the man who took her nephew's life.
No sentence handed down today will ever equal the life you took from us. Deshaun mattered, Deshaun was loved, and Deshaun will always be remembered. What you did will never define him, but it will always define you.
As she was once again leaving this courthouse, Hill's mom only had one thing to say.
I'm glad it's over, and I'll never have to see his ugly ass again. And that's all I got to say.
Foreign Cam chose not to say anything during his sentencing. On his behalf, his attorney said, quote, Mr. Foreign Cam would like to relay that he's very sorry for the family's loss. And as part of the plea agreement, he does have to turn in a DNA sample and will never again be allowed to own any firearms or ammunition. Julie.
All right. Thank you, Raya.
Tonight at First Coast News.
Damn. Fucking hey, man. Oh, yeah. Update on this guy, this restaurateur. Salute to Severance, man. He says, Severance says, there's a level of violence in these videos that transcends most shit we see in movies. I'll get them to you very soon. Can't watch it all at once. Yeah, send it to me. AquatundeLive2@gmail.com. Jeez.
He couldn't be hungry around him. No one could be in want. Just had a very genuine, gentleman personality. Just a real Detroiter.
And right now, that's how friends are remembering Detroit restaurant owner Michael Brown, better known as Mike B. He was killed in a triple shooting outside a West Side bar over the weekend. Now, as friends mourn, some community leaders are renewing calls for the city to crack down on after-hour spots.
The triple shooting happened around 4:30 a.m. Saturday outside Suite 100 near Finkel and Schaefer, and 2 other people survived. Detroit police are still looking for a suspect. Lauren Kostick joins us live. And Lauren, one person who knew him says Mike B was just the kind of guy who always made sure people were taken care of.
That's exactly right. It's clear how much he meant to this community. So many people are posting on social media, sharing memories and honoring his legacy. Also, at the same time, Detroit police here at the 2nd Precinct are trying to find the person or people responsible for this triple shooting. And community leaders are saying this shooting is also raising a lot of questions about bars after hours. A father and successful business owner shot and killed over the weekend in Detroit.
Detroit loves him. He was a real Detroiter who was about people, community, and about uplifting life.
Michael Brown, better known as Mike B, was shot Saturday morning around 4:30 outside Suite 100 near Finkel and Schaefer on the city's west side. 2 others were hurt but survived. As of Monday, no one has been arrested. Mike B was a staple in Detroit's hospitality and entertainment scenes for decades, known for his restaurants including Sloppy Chops and Sloppy Crab. Messages and memories have been pouring in on social media, including this tribute from a local restaurant critic calling the news heartbreaking. But his legacy extended far beyond food and nightlife. He cared deeply for his community.
It was embedded in him, and you can feel it in his food, in his restaurant, and his demeanor when you approach him. Very approachable. Just love the city of Detroit, love his people.
Now, his death is sparking renewed calls for an ordinance on after-hour establishments, limiting how late businesses can operate in neighborhood areas. New Era Detroit posted this video over the weekend.
Enjoy yourself, have a good time with your people, and then go home. It's that simple. Go home.
And Pastor Mo agrees, saying it's time the city stepped in.
We're definitely probably going to see an ordinance come down. Okay. And we're going to make sure that from a community standpoint, we're going to make sure we have our foot on that too.
Again, so many people posting about Mike B tonight. We also spoke to his brother earlier today, but understandably, he is still trying to process all of this. We also reached out to DPD. All they could tell us is that this investigation remains ongoing and that there are no new updates. Of course, anyone with information is asked to call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Live in Detroit, Lauren Kostick, Local 4.
Still ain't selling us nothing. They still not telling us nothing, man. Anyway, we'll go over here to this. They got an update on the Cincinnati mass shooting that we covered the other day.
And that breaking news tonight, 2 people arrested in this weekend's mass shooting at a local music venue along the river. Thanks a lot for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm Mike Dardis.
And good evening to you. I'm Cherie Palello. 9 people were shot, and now 24-year-old Frenique Cobb and Derek Long are facing felony assault charges. Tonight, we're talking with a man who was inside the nightclub that night. He took video of a fight moments before the gunshots rang out. WLWT News 5's Rachel Whalen live for us in the East End with tonight's developments. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Cherie and Mike. Cincinnati police announced those arrests the same day the ATF put out a $5,000 award for anything that led to arrests. And tonight we talked with 2 cousins who were here and say they were trampled by the chaos. What started as a birthday celebration inside Riverfront Live ended with a shooting, sending 9 people to the hospital.
I'm traumatized from it, and it made me not even want to even go out anymore.
James Brown was streaming on Facebook when a fight started behind him. The video shows a man beaten, lying on the floor. Brown's cousin, Brandon Jones, says he stayed on the ground for nearly 10 minutes.
I seen one security guard put his hands up like he didn't know what to do.
Then gunfire.
It was so loud, everybody just ran and scattered and got out of there.
Vibration, you can feel vibration.
Yeah, you can feel it. Like I felt it in my ears.
Security video shows hundreds of people running from the building. Brown and Jones say they were trampled.
We had to basically force our way out of there because all the exits were like piles of people.
Cincinnati police announcing 2 arrests, 24-year-old Frenique Cobb and 29-year-old Derek Long.
We need to find out how this got in the building.
Riverfront Live's owner says 3 Cincinnati police officers were on security detail, and the venue pats down people and uses metal detectors. Nobody was killed, but the shooting brings back traumatic memories for Brown, whose brother died in 2021 from gun violence.
I've been kind of in the house and timid on going outside and all that, so that was the first time I really went to a real big event since.
The 2 men arrested are charged with felonious assault. It's not clear if Cincinnati police are looking for more suspects, but they do urge anyone with information to come forward and reach out to their homicide unit. I'm reporting in the East End. Rachel Whalen, WLWT News 5.
Rachel, thank you.
Well, family members are devastated after a
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Baltimore mayor in trouble again.
Fox 45 News continues following a new inspector general report putting spending in the mayor's office under the microscope. Mayor Scott has yet to face questions in person about the latest report until today. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost tracked him down and questioned him about the use of your tax dollars.
The mayor's office spent tens of thousands of tax dollars on food, parties, and flowers. And while the mayor says that nothing was done illegally, we're questioning him about if this really was an appropriate use of your money.
The latest Inspector General report highlights how the mayor's office is spending some of your tax dollars from mid-2022 through November 2025. More than $4,300 on catered council meetings through a card and more than $10,000 through invoices. $167,000 in transactions without procurement waivers in the city's suite at Camden Yards and M&T Bank Stadium. $52,000 in tax dollars were spent, plus nearly $4,000 on a going away party for Marvin James, one of the mayor's longtime allies and aides, who never actually left City Hall. Taxpayers footed the bill for his Bon Voyage event that included $2,600 for crab balls, grilled salmon and other food, $217 for a cake, a balloon arch costing $324, and nearly $400 on foam boards with James's photo on it. Days after the OIG's report release, we pressed Mayor Scott Monday on how his office is spending tax dollars.
How do you expect taxpayers in Baltimore City to be okay with how your office is spending their money? And do you believe that you owe them an apology for how their dollars are being spent.
And thank you for your question, Mackenzie. I think we have to be very clear about this, right? We're not talking about money that was spent inappropriately. As I said to your station last week, we're talking about people who skip protocol points, right?
The mayor says some of the flower spending was for city employee funerals.
I know that the taxpayers have no problems with us spending that. And the things that are being highlighted, like for example, you guys are focusing in on like the skyboxes, right? The reality is that the city of Baltimore has been spending money on skyboxes at Camden Yards since I was 8 years old, and at M&T Bank Stadium since I was 13 years old.
While the mayor says the boxes were used to celebrate city employees like teachers and the Department of Public Works employees, the IG report uncovering the spending was done during the same time frame when DPW solid waste workers lacked access to water and Gatorade during the summer months.
We're not talking about misuse of funds, and you're talking about a fraction of the mayor's office budget, even though folks are trying to make it look like this was something done illegal. This is not that. We're going to continue to operate the same way that we have in the city of Baltimore, and that's with the utmost integrity, even when people try to make it like we're looking like we're doing the opposite. Thank you.
We followed up with the mayor for more clarity.
Do you believe, even if it's been going on, is that an appropriate use of taxpayer dollars? And then also, though, I know that your office spent nearly $4,000 on a goodbye party for somebody who never left and is still making almost $200,000. Why is that okay?
Yeah, I think, Mackenzie, we know that you guys want to make this out to be something that is not. Again, it's not just the city of Baltimore. The state of Maryland has skyboxes and have had them forever. And again, you're harping on this small amount of money, which you heard again. Nothing illegal was done here.
But is it appropriate?
If it's not illegal, then it's appropriate.
So you think that's okay for tax dollars to be spent on it?
I think it's okay for us someone who has spent money to have young people who have never been in that stadium before, who have never gotten invited before, who would have never had the opportunity to be there to do that, for people, for first responders, for people who clean up trash. Absolutely. So no matter what you guys are going to try to twist this into, absolutely, we're going to continue to make sure that actual residents can enjoy that ability to be in that spot and those skyboxes. That's all I have to say.
What
And
about
just run what I said earlier. My response is what I gave you earlier.
Is Marvin's party okay?
No comment on his aide's party, especially since James is still earning a $190,000 salary annually. In this report, the Inspector General also noted that the findings of this latest product would have been limited given the current restrictions the mayor's office has put on her office's ability to get access to certain information. In the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
Salute to Barry B. Barry B is in the building, man. Black politicians ain't no joke, man. No joke-o, man. Being a black politician, man, you getting paid, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Let me see something, man. Everybody hit that like button for me, man. That man, but he hanging in there, though. I will give that man that man right there in Baltimore, he hanging in there, man. He ain't been indicted yet. If you a black politician and you ain't been indicted yet, you doing a good job, man. You know what I mean? He has not been indicted yet. So technically, he ain't committed no crime. Jeez. Salute, man. I'll put the link in the description box. For some reason, they wouldn't let me post the link. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't want to try to post it again and they fucking Do some stupid shit. The link is in the description box if you want to come up. Let's see what's happening right now, man. We got a shooting in Pasadena, man.
Well, we begin with breaking news. A police officer has been shot.
Yeah, CBS LA's Leslie Marin live tonight in Pasadena near the shooting scene. Leslie.
Susie, Juan, moments ago, we did speak to the Pasadena police chief, giving us an update on how that officer is doing. He says they are undergoing surgery right now, but that the officer was alert and speaking. I do want to get to the scene here right behind me. This all happening near the Hastings Ranch community here in Pasadena. You can see all of the patrol cruisers right along Sierra Madre Villa Avenue. They have this entire area blocked off right now. They've pushed us pretty far back and are really just beginning the investigation here. But we do know that this all started at a metro station nearby. I want to get to video right now to show you that scene. This started at the Sierra Madre Villa metro station about a quarter mile away from here. This is where the police chief tells us a man had been shot by the suspect around 7:30 tonight. We were told that man was shot in the shoulder and was taken to the hospital. He also told us that officers responded quickly, and that is when they encountered the suspect, who took off, leading officers in a foot pursuit down Sierra Madre Villa right near Electronic Avenue. That is when a gunfight broke out. I want to get to video of the shooting scene here. The police chief telling us the suspect shot at officers first and they returned fire. The suspect was killed. And in that shooting, one officer, as you said, was shot. We're told tonight they are in the hospital undergoing surgery and they were alert and talking. Now we asked the chief about how he's doing.
Whenever a call goes out, shots fired, something like that over the radio, it is as bone chilling as you can imagine. And the folks that are out here, we're really concerned about our people, taking care of our people, making sure they're taking care of each other. So I think that's the major concern, especially for myself and the command staff that's here today.
All right, they're not telling us nothing about. Let's see who the suspects in that. Did we see the suspects in the Cincinnati?
Fox 19 now starts with breaking news.
Medic 29, you can add us to the mass casualty.
I feel like that was pretty much playing Russian roulette with my life.
This is a dark moment for our community. It's horrific.
No shit. No pun intended, motherfucker. Dark moment. A black eye. There's a black eye on the community. Patel fucking mayor and shit.
It's unconscionable.
Breaking now 10, two Cincinnati men, these two, have been arrested in connection to Sunday morning's mass shooting. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Trisha Mackey.
And I'm Rob Williams. That shooting injured 9 people inside a crowded East End music venue. Now, there are still a lot of questions with the shooting, so we do have team coverage tonight.
Allie Hennard has been at the jail ever since this announcement. So let's get right to her. And Brooklyn, we'll get to you in just a moment. Allie, what do you know?
Well, Rob, Trisha, we've been able to learn quite a bit in just the last few hours. We know that 24-year-old Freneek Cobb and 29-year-old Derek Long have both been charged in connection to Sunday morning's mass shooting. Now, just over an hour ago, we know that Cobb was booked here into the Hamilton County Jail. Long has yet to be booked, but we're also learning tonight that both Long and Cobb have past criminal histories of prohibiting, they weren't allowed to carry a firearm. 24-year-old Freneek Cobb and 29-year-old Derek Long booked into the Hamilton County Jail Monday night, charged with at least one count of felonious assault. According to Hamilton County court records, both Cobb and Long have criminal convictions prohibiting their possession of firearms. Cobb pleaded guilty to felony-level cocaine trafficking in 2020, restricting his ability to legally own a gun. In 2022, he pleaded guilty to having weapons under disability. Then last February, Cobb pleaded guilty to carrying concealed weapons and was sentenced to a year in prison. He was recently released prior to Sunday morning's mass shooting. Long also has convictions for carrying concealed weapons and having weapons under disability, according to court records. Most recently, he pleaded guilty to arson and receiving stolen property in 2023.
Arson and shit. These niggas be fucking demons, man. These niggas are demons and they be straight on the streets. They be on the streets and just be demons. Arson. Guns. This motherfucker dangerous, man.
Where he was sentenced to a year in prison. 9 people were shot early Sunday morning inside the Riverfront Live event venue. The shooting happened during a private party attended by more than 600 people. We asked CPD spokesman Sergeant Anthony Mitchell if either Cobb or Long was one of the 9 injured. He declined to say, citing Marsy's Law, which is a victim's privacy law. A city database of shooting victims, according to our partners at the Cincinnati Enquirer, says a 29-year-old man was one of the 9 people shot. Well, I did just hear back from Cincinnati Police spokesperson Sergeant Anthony Mitchell. He says there is no planned news conference or update from police in the near future, but we still have a lot of questions we're waiting to be answered. We asked if there were any other shooters or suspects connected.
Jesus Christ, man. You niggas is something else, boy. I tell you. You niggas is something else. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. You niggas something else, man.
First on Fox, search warrants obtained by Fox 2 reveal the unusual way police captured a reported kidnapper rapist who...
You know what? People used to ask me, man, don't do all these stories, man. You giving the people too much, man. It's when I first, back in like 2020, 21, 22. You giving the people too much. You giving them fucking 50, 60 stories every night. You need to save some, man, for the next night. And I've been telling them, look, every night is fresh stories, man. You never run out of shit with niggas, man. You never run out. You don't have to worry about it, man. We not gonna run out of stories, man, for these niggas, man. Press 1. Hit the like button, man. Make sure you smash that like button, too. Never gonna run out of stories with these niggas, man. Don't worry.
First on Fox, search warrants obtained by Fox 2 reveal the unusual way police captured a reported kidnapper rapist who seemingly left few leads.
Yeah, that suspect is awaiting trial, which is scheduled for April. Fox Files investigator Chris Hayes shows us how police tracked him down.
It started in the busy parking lot behind me just after 7 a.m. when a woman pulled into a parking lot for her regular cup of coffee when she said a masked man jumped in her car with a knife. The woman said her kidnapper forced her to drive, directing her to nearby I-55 East to an area she was not familiar with. She says he raped her, then told her to drive back to the Collinsville crossing area, put a coat over her head, and disappeared. Search warrants obtained by Fox 2 show how police used the victim's cell phone location data to find she had driven to Troy, Illinois, to an area on Center Street. According to court records, police canvassed this area so thoroughly, they found a condom out here. They tested it for DNA, and it did not match anybody in the criminal justice database. However, investigators used genetic genealogy, which identified several family members and led them to one suspect. 42-year-old Timothy J. Du Bois Jr. is locked up.
This is why you can't feel sorry for all them dudes I showed you in those prison videos. You can't feel sorry for those motherfuckers, man. A lot of those motherfuckers are bad guys too. A lot of those motherfuckers are bad guys too. They out here doing shit like this. Just prowling and shit, praying.
Waiting trial scheduled for next month. His alleged attack was in November 2022, with an arrest in March of 2023. A relief to Bill Lyons because of where the reported rape occurred.
He told me that it happened in my driveway, and very unnerving.
Before the arrest, Lyons wondered if he knew the suspect.
We went through the list, and there was only two people that we could come up with, and one was a landscape company, and the other one was the guy that came and poured concrete at our house.
It turned out to be random.
They didn't give up, and I'm happy that they caught the guy, because it upset my wife and I both that had to happen. Not only in our driveway, but just has to happen, period.
Once Du Bois was identified, court records say police spotted his car on surveillance video the day of the crime, circling parking lots prior to stopping near the reported victim. It happened on Veterans Day 2022, with court records adding Du Bois is a 10-year veteran of the U.S. Army, that he once held a position as a security guard and previously lived in Colorado. Du Bois' public defender declined to comment. I also reached out to two family members for the suspect who did not respond. And police and prosecutors declined interviews, saying they will soon be taking all of this evidence to a jury. For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.
Damn. Fuck it,
A thief driving through a Fenton neighborhood preys upon a man who was working outside his home. Fox News' Patrick Clark talks with that man whose tools were stolen when he went to his backyard.
He spent years amassing a collection of plumbing tools. Saturday, he was working in his yard before noon. In broad daylight, he walked to the back of his house and came back to find all of them had been stolen.
And I was carrying tools from my truck to the yard and then my backyard to work, and I was doing trips. And he pulled up. He must have been casing it or something. And he pulled up in one of the trips. I couldn't make it back to the front yard in time and just grabbed what he could.
Ben Hurst was working in his yard when he says a thief pulled up and stole an estimated $10,000 worth of tools from the bed of his truck. Hurst called saying,
if he was casing the joint, why did you leave your tools? If you saw him casing the joint, why would you leave his tools? Living in a high trust society, just makes you you gotta remember, man, everybody ain't high trust like that, man. He probably was taken aback by the boldness. Let's see who did this. Let's see if we can find out who did this, man.
Yard in my backyard to work, and I was doing trips, and he pulled up. He must have been casing it or something, and he pulled up. Well, in one of the trips, I couldn't make it back to the front yard in time, and just grabbed what he could.
Ben Hurst was working in his yard when he says a thief pulled up and stole an estimated $10,000 worth of tools from the bed of his truck. Hurst called St. Louis County Police, who are investigating. The driver of the black Dodge truck was caught on a door cam stopping in a neighborhood off Bowles Avenue.
I've been watching Facebook Marketplace, calling pawn shops, Facebook posts, and it's really awesome that all the neighbors are helping, and so many people have reposted my stuff to try and find this, because we have a really good picture of this guy's truck.
Hurst says the thief made off with hand tools, drill bits, and drills. Authorities asking Fenton neighbors in the Bentley Manor neighborhood to check their doorbell or security cameras. Anyone with more information is urged to contact St. Louis County Police, who add that theft is often a crime of opportunity. They recommend not leaving valuables unattended, even for a short period of time.
He's a really bad person that would do that. You know, I use those tools to make a living, and he took them from me, and now it's going to be affecting me until I can get it all back. And it is what it is, but I hope that guy doesn't ever do that to anyone else.
Infant Patrick.
I hope that guy doesn't do that to anyone else. That's the best you can come up with. That's the best you can come up with, man. Come on, man. You can do better than that. Try again, man.
It is what it is, but I hope that guy doesn't ever do that to anyone else.
Infant Patrick Clark, Fox 2 News.
Damn. White people y'all got a rough, man.
Tonight.
Y'all got a rough white folk, man. I look like an Hombrito, though. That Hombrito had a big work truck. It looked like it was Hombrito that did that, man. They had a work truck. Some man ain't riding around no work truck unless he stole that motherfucker. Salute to Safford's, man. He says their descriptions will be kept to a minimum or they're slanted in most media outlets, even when some crimes are announced by the law enforcement themselves. Yeah. I mean, listen, they say that if they announce that and show that his sons are doing the crime, it's going to lead to more stereotypes and racism. The thing, though, is that everybody already knows sons is doing the crime. So basically, you just fucking blowing smoke up our ass, man. We know sons is doing all the crime. So you can just feel it. You can feel that shit, man. When you're around some niggas and then when you're around other groups of people. You feel danger when you're around niggas, man. You around niggas, you feel unsafe, man. Niggas like making you feel unsafe too. Press 1. Niggas enjoy having you feel like that. And if you feel safe around niggas, especially some young niggas, they get offended. Young niggas literally get offended. And in certain son dudes, even older guys, they be offended if you be too comfortable around them. They feel like they doing something wrong. It must have went soft if you feel relaxed and shit in their presence.
We're learning new details about a shooting at a Subway on Dolphin Street.
Mobile police confirming an employee and a customer got into an argument which led to the employee shooting the customer. All this happened Tuesday night at around 10 o'clock.
Our Natalie Williamson joining us live at MPD headquarters with late reporting.
All right, Natalie, Mobile police tell you they have surveillance video of that shooting.
Yeah, that's right. Lenny Cameron, a spokesperson for Mobile Police, tells me the customer walked inside the restaurant to order food and then got upset about something and started throwing objects at the employee. Moments later, Mobile Police tell me the two got into a fight, and that's when the employee opened fire. Tonight, a Subway employee is facing a first-degree assault charge after police say he shot a customer during an argument and fight. Bags of chips and a...
He shot a customer. You can't judge this one, though, too early. Because he's at work. He's at work. We got to get the son man that. He was at work. And we know how blacks act. We know how blacks act when you at work. We know how blacks act when you're at work. When you're trying to work and shit. We can't judge the son man just yet.
Tonight, a Subway employee is facing a first-degree assault charge after police say he shot a customer during an argument and fight. Bags of chips and a rack lying on the floor and an upside-down chair painting the picture of the chaotic scene that unfolded Thursday night shortly before 10. Police say this all happened after a customer got upset at an employee. 31-year-old Marquise Bernard. Right now, it's unclear what started the argument. Investigators say the customer picked up a chair and other objects and began throwing them at Bernard. Mobile police tell me they are reviewing footage of Thursday night shooting inside this Subway. A person who has knowledge of what happened tells me the customer jumped over the counter, but MPD did not confirm that. Police say the two ended up at the front door, and that's when Bernard opened fire. Authorities say Bernard stayed on the scene and was arrested. As for the customer, MPD says he was rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but is now in stable condition. Jail records show Bernard's bond is set at $30,000. MPD tells me there was one other customer inside the Subway during the shooting, and they were not injured. Live at MPD headquarters, Natalie Williamson, Fox 10 News.
Well, a local
I don't know. I still can't convict that son man just yet, man. Niggas will come to your job and show their ass. Niggas will come to your job and we seen it. We seen it. Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Here we go. It's a clip that's supposed to be trending. Something. Man, I think niggas is mad about something this white boy
now,
said.
If we were dealing with the Democrat Party,
Let me see.
I read this a couple nights ago. I have two sons. I was so horrified. First, how are you feeling? And did you get any warning about this attack before it happened?
I'm feeling fine. There was no warning. It kind of came out of nowhere. Dude just he came up behind me.
So you were walking along the boardwalk on your phone, beautiful day, enjoying your family vacation, and he came up from behind you, and the knife was pulled around the front of your throat? Is that how it worked?
Yeah. It was probably 10:30, 10-ish. Out of nowhere, he came with a box cutter like that behind me and got this side of my neck. I I happened to be turning my head at the time, so he just missed like this part of my throat. And he also, by some miracle, didn't hit my jugular either. But then he went running, and I don't know.
Lori, as a mom of 2 teenage sons, my heart went out to all of you, and I was so glad that your son Sullivan was okay. But what happened next, Lori?
We are so grateful. You know, the Daytona police and the first responders were really quick to respond to us, and we are so grateful for that.
Yes.
But it was absolutely horrific, the entire experience, and terrifying. And we just can't understand why something like this would happen.
Jared, we're learning more about this suspect. He is also suspected of hitting a man with a sledgehammer earlier in the day. Now, this was about 20 minutes before your son was attacked.
I didn't hear nothing niggas should be upset about. Man, oh man. What can I say, man? What can I say, man? Salute to everybody out there, man. We going in, man. It's time. We in the building, man. We did a great show, man. Salute to everybody. 2 shows today, man. Whew. It's damn near 6 hours. Stream damn near 6 hours. I told y'all I'm the senior streamer, man. I'm the senior streamer, man. 6 hours today, man. We doing it big. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, man. I may do a daytime show tomorrow, man. I may do a daytime show tomorrow. I may do a daytime show tomorrow, man. Everybody look out for that, man. Same Vlad time, same Vlad channel. Out of here. Subscribe.